Good morning, everybody. Good morning. You know what this is? Another episode of The Athlete's Attorney. We are live again here in beautiful Panama City Beach, Florida, with the most bipolar weather on the planet. Thank you guys for tuning in. I got a very special one, and I'll get right to it. Here, I got to do a few shout outs. The ladies that came and hung out with us this weekend, I call them Killer Carts. They'll know what I'm talking about. So much to get into today. And first off, this is going to be a touching subject. You see me with the Lawrence Taylor throwback. This thing's gotten too big for me now. I'm going to have to probably sell it or trade it for like 4 more jerseys. That's what I do. Anyway, we'll get right into it. We'll start with a little bit of Laker news first. Lakers have signed big man Jonathan Williams, let go of Malik Newman and a couple more guys to be traded. Or I think Enes went over to the Turkish league to play. And he's over there now. But Lakers still own the rights to him, so he could come back. So let's start it off. Let me send out a few old school, a couple of cats that have been watching the broadcast, like my little partners at work. We got Cameron, we got Ryan, we got so many people. Logan, all you guys, thank you guys for watching and saying that I'm funny. You really know how to make a brother feel special. Thank you, fellas. But the reason for this broadcast this morning is one of my best little buddies in the world. We had this conversation the other day. But before I get into that, there's another situation. A few weeks ago, I put up a broadcast about one of the UCLA players dying. I won't get into the specifics of that, but tomorrow or maybe Thursday, I'll have more information on that. But one of these, another UCLA player has committed suicide. We'll talk about that later. So we live in Panama City Beach, Florida, and a friend of mine, I grew up with his father. He's a young fella. I'm friends with his mother and his father. He decided one day at one of his games that he would kneel for the national anthem, just like the NFL players did. Now, mind you, my little partner is one of the best with his feet in the Panhandle area. Got numerous scholarships, numerous awards for everything. I mean, he is it. I grew up with his father. He's a bad man. Him and his brothers. Shout outs to them. Shout out to Zach and Billy. So he kneeled for the national anthem at his high school. And I won't call your name out. Right now, I won't. He kneeled for the national anthem at his high school. So At the end of the game, one of the fathers or one of the people that was attending the game, one of the patrons that was attending the game, told him, "Great job, but you need to stand up and respect our troops," or something to that nature. Okay, first off, there's three things wrong with that in the beginning. First off, who are you? Second off, who cares about how you feel about the troops? Matter of fact, did you join the military? Were you in the military? That's the second question. And third off, why in the world are you stepping to this child without his parents there? You see what I'm saying? So as I'm going on and talking, you know what I'm saying? We'll get back into that. But as I'm going on, we're at work one day, and my little buddy, he goes, he didn't want he didn't want the he didn't want this guy to play for them for kneeling for their national anthem. But I had to explain to him, and he got it immediately. He got it immediately. You know what I'm saying? He got it immediately. I said, look, I won't call his name, but I said, look, you have to be the other way around guy in these situations. You're going to be a leader of your team, because he's on the team too. He's on the opposing team at another school. So he goes, we didn't want him for kneeling for our national anthem. So I had to break down a couple of things to him, not to change his mind about how he felt about it, but to show him that, hey, this isn't a struggle about you. This ain't your struggle. I mean, this ain't your fight. So he gets it. So I go and I tell him, I was like, you have to look at that national anthem. You have to Google the real meaning of that national anthem. You have to Google the real national anthem, all the deleted parts out of it. You have to see that for yourself. Next thing I tell him, I say, if you're going to be a leader of your team, you need to be the other way around guy. Don't go with the majority on everything all the time. That blinds you to the struggle of other people. That blinds you. So I told my little buddy, I go, hey, do you know what it is to be a black man in the society that we live today? Do you know what it is to be a black person in this society today? He said, no, sir. I told him, there is not only black people getting killed out here. There are not only black people getting killed out here. It's white men, white people too. I told him, poor black people and poor white people are gonna get the worst of any bad energy sent down. So he got it, and I told him, you need to start being a leader, man. You need to start opening up your eyes to more than just what people feed you. Go and take your own notes and physical notes of what's going on. Don't just take it what people feed to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't take what people feed to you and just run with it. So he got it. he told me thank you for that. You're an impact in my life, Mr. Stacy. So I was like, cool. I appreciate that, brother. This is my little brother. I love you, man. Uh, so now Donald Trump or 45 or whatever you guys call him is now trying to make his own rules into where the NFL punishes these players for kneeling the way that he wants them to be punished. Nah, man. So this is another reason why I got this Lawrence Taylor throwback up here. The owners, Tish and Mar, were like, you don't run our team, bro. This is our team. And let me thank them. Let me thank them for that. You do not run our team. That's what I tell people. He might be the president of the United States, or anybody might be the president of the United States, but I am the president of my house. I am the president of my castle. If we had a world full of Adam Silvers, that's who I would want to be president right there. The NFL commissioner. I mean, the NBA commissioner. I'm sorry. That's who needs to be the president of the United States. So the first thing he said was suspended for a game if you kneel one time. The second time you kneel, suspended for the season. Aren't you affecting the NFL's bottom line when you make up these rules like that? And then let me get back into what me and my little buddy talked about. I said the NFL can say that they love their fans and appreciate their fans. If you appreciated your fans so much, how about letting the fans in for free one game? Just like I thought, that would be a bunch of crickets. Why don't you let these fans in for one game free? One time. But is that too much for your bottom line? See, all this thing is a money game. NFL, y'all don't care about these fans, and y'all need to be stopped. It's weak how y'all blackball these people and blackball these fans into believing what you want them to believe. It's weak. Let the fans in for free one game since you appreciate the fans so much. I'm not saying your concessions should be free. Your alcoholic beverages should be free. But I'm saying let the fans in for free since you appreciate the fans so much. I don't think you appreciate them as much as you say you do. Bobblehead night. Tight shorts night. Yeah, man, please. Please. But once again, shout outs to my little buddies, Zach, Billy. Awesome. I commend you, brother. I stand with you in the fire with this. You know what I'm saying? And for people that don't know, why don't you do your research before you let people feed you what they want to feed you? Why don't you do your own research and get the information yourself? I am all for what's right. I have foster parents that are of the other color. I don't like segregating stuff, man. I don't like that. And that's who I run with. That's my rock right there. So again, I encourage you to stop, especially you kids, stop letting people tell you what's right and what's wrong and be your own judge, jury. Judge and jury. I'm sorry. Be your own judge and jury. Man, I done made so many mistakes on here. But once again, hey, this is your man, the athlete's attorney. Please leave a comment. Hit the like button. Let me know what you think. All that good stuff. We're out.